Hi, let's look at the scripture from Gospel John chapter 8 verse 12. When Jesus is speaking with Pharisees, he says like this, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. When Jesus is saying, I am the light of the world, he is not meaning the physical light, but he is speaking figuratively, using a metaphor that I am the light of the world. So, to understand what is a metaphor, let's take this phrase saying Usain Bolt is a cheetah on the running track. That means Usain Bolt is not really becoming a cheetah, but he is taking the characteristics of the running, the fastest running of cheetah on the track. In the same way, when Jesus says he is the light of the world, he is taking the physical characteristics of the light of illumination. So let's look at this one more scripture from Gospel John chapter 1 verse 4. It says, in him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. So here John is drawing a contrast between these two words, the light and darkness. So in original language, if you see what is light, it means phos, which means the source of illumination, and also sometimes it is translated or referred to or attributed to the divine beings, and also Jesus or God sometimes. So and the word darkness represents scotia, which means the ignorance of this light or ignorance of knowledge or not understanding who Jesus is. So these two words, light and darkness, they are not representing the physical light and darkness, but metaphorically we are speaking, they are representing to the source of illumination or the ignorance of this source of light or Jesus. So let's look at this chapter 3 and chapter 4, where only John has recorded this in his gospel, these two events, where Nicodemus meeting Jesus during the night and the Samaritan woman encountering with Jesus in the mid of the day, that is noon. So it's like representing Nicodemus meeting Jesus at night is like darkness, and the Samaritan woman meeting Jesus on the noon time is like a light. So the contrast is, after Nicodemus encountering with Jesus, after speaking with her for a long time, he did not understand who Jesus is. On contrast, the Samaritan woman understood who Jesus is and believed in him and put his faith in him and became a witness. So in the same way, these words, the John 3:16, which is between this chapter 3 and chapter 4, which clearly shares the gospel that Jesus Christ is for God so loved the world, he has sent his only begotten Son, so whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but will have everlasting life. So it calls us to believe in Jesus so that who believes in him will have everlasting life. And thank you for watching this video. My name is Vinayaraja Koyalamudi, recording this video for Biblical Creative Arts Project, New Testament, Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary.